Right, so last week we looked at a basic lob shot, and that was me setting up square. I opened my face, and that's when I was explaining about the face plane tilt when we lower our hands, and I'll just play my normal pitching action, and I could increase loft that way. Now what we're going to look at now is trying to really get the ball elevated a lot. So I'm going to make a few changes in my setup. So I'm still going to lower the handle, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to increase the weight into my left side. I'll move the ball position slightly further forward because, as you can see, my body's tilting forward as well. So my centre of my chest has moved forward, so I'll move that ball position forward. Now, what I'm going to start feeling in my backswing is I'm going to increase the hinge in my wrist. Now, as I come into the ball, what we want to feel is that the club can get to the ball first, and as you can see what's happening with my hands here, I'm actually under releasing or scooping, if you like. So I'm increasing that loft as I come into the ball, and the bounce of the club is going to help me. So the look when I go through will be more of a hinging up this way. So my club face, as I go through the ball, will be looking up to the sky quite a bit. So, or looking at me quite a bit. So into that left thigh, I've moved my chest forward. If you're a left-handed golfer, it's the opposite. I'm going to hinge that wrist, and I'm going to let that club release underneath, and that one lofted up quite a bit. Now, if you notice what I did with my action there isn't a great deal of body movement at all. And again, in my setup, my shaft is fairly straight. Right arm is straight, like we talked about yesterday. That's going to hinge, and as I come in, I want that right arm to return to straight, and I'm going to feel like I can scoop it up, and that's really going to loft the ball up in the air. Now, if we wanted to take it to another level, if this is my standard grip, I can weaken my hands off. So I'm going to just weaken my right hand, and what that does is, if you imagine you're setting up to a shot normally, like a full shot, and I had a really weak right hand, what it would do is it would open up the face and I would hit a slice. Now, if I do this in this scenario, drop my hands, weight forward, weaken that hand, what it's going to do is it's going to open up that club face even more. So you're going to hinge, and that's going to loft it up even more than that, because the club face is opening and it's getting weaker as we come into the ball. That takes quite a bit of practice, that one, to get used to the feel of that. But certainly with the other setup, getting our weight into that left side, getting an additional hinge, and then letting that club under release, that's going to help create more elevation for those shorter shots. But practice it. Don't try it for the first time out in the golf course, because you might thin it, or you might not hit it anywhere. So when we're back up and running, get over to the practice ground and give that a go. Try it in the garden. Don't aim towards windows. I always keep saying that, but please don't aim towards your house and do that, because I don't want you to hit your house and blame me for it. Okay, have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.